If you haven't seen my face, I'm the friend that nobody wants but everybody needs. And the reason I'm doing this video is because a lot of people have been asking me how to overcome lust. And it's crazy because it feels so freeing until you actually try to stop, and that's when you feel it's changed. And you feel self-disgust, you feel slow, you feel lethargic, tired, you feel shame, guilt, regret. That's why you have no confidence. That's why you feel insecure. Yet for some reason, you keep on doing it. Now I want you to understand that this feeling of lust, it's not a bad thing. It's the most natural thing you can feel. It is a life force that if you know how to channel it properly, your life will change dramatically. And the reason I tell you this is because I was addicted to porn for roughly around 10 years. And I'm safe to say that I have not seen porn for the last 5 years. And it's crazy because just the other day, when I was planning on making this video, the most HD pop-up came on my screen. Something that I've never seen in my life before for some reason. And as soon as it came up for like a split second, I stayed on it, then I closed it, and then I realized this is why it's so easy for people to fall into this shit. And it's crazy because I remember, I always go back to this experience. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I remember I was in Madrid. There was one time that my parents, they got out of a hotel, and for some reason I was in this hotel for like probably around 8 hours. And for 8 hours straight, I kid you not, I beat my meat non-stop. Probably for around probably like 20, 30 times, something which is very abnormal. And I just felt disgusted, and like my mind was so perverse that every time I would see the opposite sex, I would see them like an item, like everything I would see in these videos. And like whenever I would see a girl or someone that I liked, I would start to become so nervous because I automatically wanted what I would see in this video. Anyway, it was crazy, it was nothing healthy, and that's why I'm making this video, because after you watch this, I'm gonna show you how you can overcome it. This is gonna be the last video that you're ever gonna watch, and if you watch this video, you're not taking notes, and you don't actually apply it, you're the biggest bum, and you're gonna stay in that situation for the rest of your life, because you just listening to this to give you motivation, knowing that you have a solution, not doing anything, is a reason why your life is going to go to the lowest place that it can go. And I don't want that for you, because every time that you don't do what you're meant to do, you don't really care about your future as much as you say you do, because there is the evidence. So listen to this. Why do you feel lust? Because it comes from boredom. Why do you feel boredom? Because you have lack of purpose. What is your purpose, you may say? You are your purpose, because everything that you want to do in this life, guess who has to do it? You. But guess what? It's very uncomfortable, which is why most people don't ever do it, because growth is the most uncomfortable thing that anyone can do, because everyone's waiting for it to feel natural. Everyone's waiting for it to feel easy, but guess what natural is? Natural is you watching porn, natural is you being negative, natural is you doing all of those bad things that you know you're not meant to be doing, because you're waiting to feel ready, to feel good, to do the thing. But in reality, doing the thing is what's going to make you feel good, what's going to make you feel better. But that's the thing. You've never accustomed yourself to do hard things. Go back, look at the evidence. Footballers train for a 90-minute match. Olympians train all of their life for a 9-second moment. So why are you not training for this thing of life? Now, how are you going to train, you must argue? The way that you train is realizing that life will throw so many hardships at you. We are very emotional beings. We are humans. We're meant to feel sad. We're meant to feel happy. We're meant to feel emotional. That is very normal. But what is not normal, what is not a good thing, is when you act based on that emotion. Guess what? That leaves you nowhere. That leaves you expending all this energy, running around in circles, living your life with constant shame and guilt. But today we live in a society where everyone just reads these quotes like, your time will come, it is okay. So the moment you feel sad, acting based on that emotion, you listen to that quote again. So 10 years, 30 years, 4 years would have gone by and you're still reading that same quote without doing anything. Which is why I'm here to break that cycle and realize that it is not okay to act based on that emotion. It is okay to feel emotions, and like anything else, within repetition, you will get better. Now, one thing you need to understand is how you're going to do that. Put yourself in more uncomfortable situations that create that same feeling of hard, but it has a positive output at the end of it. One of them, waking up early, because it shows you that what is the point of waking up early? You battle against your emotions, but when you do, you've shown yourself self-control. That is the very thing that you are missing, because the thing is, in that moment, when you want to do the thing, you always fall back to it and you relapse and you live that same movie again. You need to view life like a game. So you'll be on one level, then at the end is the final boss. And when you overcome that final boss, guess what? You're in a new level where you're basically the worst in that level until you fight that final boss, because you get more experience, and then so on and so forth. Right now, your boss is lust. So how are we going to overcome lust? This is what you're going to do. You need to realize that we hate to fail more than we like to win. we didn't like to get in trouble in school. So you need to view this, that every time you fall into it, you are failing yourself into living the life that you want. Everyone has wants. Now with these wants, it just shows that you don't have it yet. And the reason you don't have it yet is, like I mentioned before, your purpose. It is going to be very hard. It is going to be very uncomfortable. Many people have this mind frame that, oh, when I make it, when I get rid of lust, you will never be able to get rid of it. You will never be able to make it, because everything is a journey. It is not a destination. I am in shape because I choose to eat right, go to the gym every single day. I make the choice every single day within a 24-hour period. The biggest problem where most people think is because they think about tomorrow, next week, next year. Who guarantees you that you're going to wake up tomorrow? How can you get over next week's problems if you can't even get through today? Which is why I tell you that focus on what you can do today. And that's what discipline is. You don't feel like going to work every single day, yet somehow you still manage to do so because you have a strong enough why. You need a strong enough why for everything that you do. I have a strong enough why of being in shape because it makes me feel confident, makes me feel good. What is your why to why you want to stop watching porn? Because you are using all of your life force into this, and then it stops you from doing anything else. And the reason you do that is because you're avoiding the thing that you're meant to do for your purpose, this want that you have, because it's uncomfortable, it is hard. But if you sit down and you keep on going, keep on entering that room, guess what? You still have this life force, this energy that keeps on going, keeps on going. You just need self-control. So how you can do it is a choice that you make every single day. It is your identity that you need to change. Identity is a state of being. That's what discipline is a choice that you make today. You don't automatically go to work every single day. I don't automatically go to the gym every single day and I'm in shape. No, I just choose today to go to the gym. I just choose today to work out. I just choose today to go to work. Don't you? Tomorrow you might think, I don't want to go to work, but when the moment comes, it's like, no, I need to. I don't need to, I know I must. So you do it. It's the same thing like brushing your teeth. There'll be days you don't feel like brushing your teeth, but guess what? The reason you do it is because you don't want your teeth to get destroyed. You don't feel like having a shower. You don't feel like having a shower every single day, but yet you do it because you don't want to be dirty. And I hope you have a shower every single day. The point I'm trying to make is that you just have to choose today to get through it. And you'll have moments where you feel this emotion and you feel like you want to go into it. But between stimulus and response, this time you have to shorten from when the pop-up comes up, from when you want to watch it, from when you do the thing. All you're doing before you actually take action is trying to convince yourself why you shouldn't do the thing that you know you're meant to do. Shorten it. It's like everything. Just because you decide to be a basketballer or play sports, don't expect that your first shot is going to be as good as LeBron James. It is not. It is going to be bad. So whenever you feel these emotions, don't beat yourself up like, oh, why am I still feeling it? No, good. I'm feeling it, yet I didn't act on it. Does that make sense? So within time, whether you like it or not, 100 days in a row from being very bad at shooting the sweep, you're just going to get better at it. And that's all I done. I just focus on, let me get through today. Did I get through today? Yes. Tomorrow, let me get through today. Because the moment you think long term, like I've got 100 days, 5 years, you're going to break. It seems so unrealistic. It overwhelms you, it destroys you. That very desire will kill you. But if you just focus on today, well, that's easy. I can do today. Tomorrow comes, I can do today. But where your mind starts to break is when from today goes on to tomorrow, next week, a month. Focus on today. That's why I tell you, like a footballer trains for a 90-minute match, accustom yourself to create that same feeling in a different situation. So you wake up at 5 a.m. because that voice will tell you, don't do it. Your emotions trying to speak to you. You wake up. Go to the gym every single day. I don't want to do it. I'm tired. My muscles are hurting. You do it anyway. Positive output. So now you've shown yourself evidence that you can overcome and do hard things. The action. Then when that thing comes knocking on your door, that voice will come up. But you've shown yourself, I can do it. Let me do it today. Tomorrow comes today. So guess what? Within time, your new identity changes from you, the porn addict, you, the lost weakling. Then it will turn into you being the absolute boss. Why? Because you've shown yourself. The thing is, we all want to feel respected. We all want to feel successful. Now live up to your version of success, which is, I know what I'm meant to do it. Because the moment you don't do it, the moment you break a word, you feel disrespected because you disrespected yourself, and that's what makes you feel insecure. The whole point of life is living with authenticity, living with absolute truth. Are you true to yourself? That's the secret. So hopefully you take action on this and stop being a dirty bugger, because let me tell you, living there, it's not the best place. So that being said, if you like this video, put down in the comment section below what was your biggest takeaway. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.